Hello everyone, it's Todd Screama. We're talking today about the 5 keys to hiring A players. So guys, I went through crazy time with employees my first 5 years of owning Summit, and I made a lot of mistakes. And I've read some books, I've had some great mentors, and I've had a lot of trials and errors. And I want to give you some of the why behind the Summit Funding hiring process. So one of the first steps is before we meet with the client. That's super important. Before we meet with the client. So we got their resume, it looks good, we want to bring them in for an interview. We have someone call them, do a little short phone interview, and we send them a pre-hire package. They fill out the pre-hire packages, name, address, social, where they worked before, how much money they made, where they graduated. It's a bunch of great information. And we can then have more detailed information to know, hey, should we really bring this person in for an interview? So just call them saying, hey Mike, I've got your resume. Todd is thinking of meeting with you. It looks really good. I want you to fill out some more information. Can you send it back to me by tomorrow? It tells you, A, are they really interested? Because it takes about 20 minutes to fill that stuff out. And B, it gives you a lot more granular information. The second step is job testing. So yeah, we have an underwriter. During the second interview, we have them actually underwrite 2 files. That's part of job testing. If they're a loan officer, make them do a sales call on you. One of the best ways that you can find out what caliber of employee you got is to do job testing. The third one is calling references. Man, I was on the way in this morning. I have a branch interviewing at Summit, and I happen to know his old boss, so I called him. And you'll get the straight skinny from those people, right? And the old boss says, hey, put him on a scale of 1 to 10. They say, oh, he's a 6. No, something's wrong, right? I'm not saying that precludes them from hiring. I'm just saying it's one of the things you got to look at. Because if I called someone on you, they'd probably be like, oh, he's awesome. Man, if you get a chance, hire that guy right away, okay? The fourth step is clear responsibilities. Job descriptions, responsibility flowcharts of how the office works, things like that. Sounds, hard to some people. It's super important that they get that. They can't read your mind. They got to know what they're getting into, and it's part of the training process as well. So that's a big, big key. And then number 5 is personality testing. Personality testing just gives you insight into how to manage, what they would be like on the job. I get those personality tests that they take, and I go over it with them and say, hey, this says you're kind of this way. Do you agree? Do you disagree? How does that show up in your work? And just ask all those questions, okay? So that's just a little bit of explanation. Hiring is very complicated, and in Summit, we've got it down to a science. It's never perfect, never perfect. But if you can understand why we do some of these things, I think it will really help, and we'll get those A players that we're really, really looking to hire. Thanks, guys. Make it a great day.